back to the Master Shim Show. I'm your host, Miss Emily. Thank you guys for voting for me for the Master interview for this week. I'm super excited to see what kind of questions you asked, and here I come. Hi, Miss Emily. Good to see you. Thank you guys for having me on the Master Shim Show. I'm excited to answer your questions, and I'm excited to see what you asked. So here we go. All right, so all the viewers have submitted their questions. Okay. All right, question number 1. This is from Devin. What is your favorite food? Good question, Devin. My favorite food is either sushi or any Korean food. I could probably survive on both of those. Me too. That's my favorite food. Question number 2 from Master Hinkley. What is your favorite poomsae and why? Favorite poomsae. That would have to be Taegukchiljang because there's no sidekicks and I really hate sidekicks. And I actually have a funny story about Taegukchiljang, but I'll tell you guys about that later. I like Chiljang too. That's a good poomsae. Question 3 was from an anonymous person. It says, what's the favorite part of Taekwondo? My favorite part of Taekwondo is sparring. I don't know why, but I've always loved kicking people, and I really enjoy the game. It's a lot of fun. I've always watched it on the Olympics. It's one of my favorite things to do. Okay. And do you do tournaments? Yes, I actually do a lot of competitions. It's my favorite part of Taekwondo. I've won over 115 medals and trophies total. So, here you go.
When?
So these are all my national and international medals. You have the U.S. Open, you have you have ATUs, and then you have the Youngin International Championships. Miss Bree asked, what is one thing that you can't live without? One thing I can't live without, of course I can't live without God, just because he's gotten me through everything, but I can't live without Taekwondo. Honestly, if I didn't do Taekwondo, I have no idea what I would do. Miss Crystal asked, what is your most humbling Taekwondo moment? One of the most humbling Taekwondo moments, well, I've got 2 actually. One was a time where I was super prepared for a tournament. I'd worked really hard, but I had gotten a little cocky. I'd gotten a little overconfident, so when I started doing my form, I felt like I did a really good form, and I was actually beating the rest of the people in the division, and at the end, I wasn't focused, and I stepped with the wrong foot, and it actually docked me 0.3 points, so I lost by 0.01 point. And then another time is when I went to a tournament, I had to spar one of my best friends, and it's really hard to be able to decipher on the mat and off the mat, where on the mat you have to try your best, but you still get to be friends afterwards. So it's kind of hard to balance, but it's definitely a time I learned it. It was right then. From Mr. Grant, what is the biggest challenge you faced? The biggest challenge I had to overcome, well, about a couple of years ago, I had actually cracked my back in 4 different places, and I broke it. It was really tough to be able to do anything, and there was a really long recovery time where the doctor said that I wouldn't be able to do Taekwondo anymore, only like light stuff. But through a lot of physical therapy, a lot of just praying and just hoping that I'd be able to get back into it, I'm back, and it was one of the hardest things to overcome, but I'm glad I got through it. From another anonymous person, who is your biggest role model? Ooh, my biggest role model. Well, there's 2 big role models in my life. My mom has really pushed me to continue to keep going in the hard times. There's been a lot of times where, even I wanted to quit for a while, but I've always pushed through them, and once I got my head on straight, I realized that this is what I really want to do. So there's been a lot of hard times she's helped me push through. Another big role model for me is Master Shim. He's always, same thing, he's always pushed me as hard as he could. He's pushed me harder than I thought I can go. But he's been a big role model through my Taekwondo journey. When I was a kid, I wanted to be like him. I thought he was a celebrity. This question is from Tony Chumley. He says, what is your favorite kick and what is your favorite color? Hi, Tony. Thanks for asking a question. My favorite kick is definitely spinning kick because when I was a really avid competitor, one of my biggest, techniques that I did was spinning kick. And it was my favorite thing to do. A lot of people knew me by my spinning kick. And also in demo team, I actually do 10 spinning kicks as one of my board breaking. It's one of my signatures as well. So spinning kick has kind of stayed with me throughout my whole Taekwondo journey. My favorite color is yellow, but neon yellow, not any other yellow. This is from Kenley. We actually have 3 questions. What's your favorite fruit? What's your favorite TV show? And what age did you start Taekwondo? My favorite fruit, it's hard. I actually like all types of fruit. I guess my favorite fruit would be probably any berry. I like berries a lot. My favorite TV show, I watch a lot of TV shows. I guess my favorite TV show is Kim's Convenience. It's a Korean TV show. Well, it's a Korean American TV show. It's really funny. You guys should watch it. And then, and I started Taekwondo when I was 9 years old. So, yeah, half my life now. Alright guys, you have all the answers, and we'll see you on the next Master Shim show. Bye!